Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, a worker heard as a van crashes through the wall of a daycare in Stony Plain. Treaty 8 chiefs calling on the Premier and province to stop the separation-related referendum. And taking the plunge, exploring Nordic spa culture and its potential health benefits.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
More than a dozen kids are safe tonight after a van crashed through the wall of a daycare in Stony Plain. While the children made it out safely, firefighters had to rescue an employee who was trapped inside the building. She and the van's driver are now both in hospital. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti joins us live near that daycare where things are returning back to normal. Miriam?
Well, Matt, earlier today there was police, fire, EMS, and ATCO vehicles surrounding the daycare. All of them are gone now, and so is the van that crashed into the building. Earlier today, I spoke with a parent who owns the business next door and had 2 kids inside the daycare when the crash happened.
We've never really ever had a trouble being out here or anything like that, so definitely a shock to the system, to say the least.
Darren Bruniak was working next door to Young Champions Daycare when a van crashed into the building.
Didn't know if my daughter was safe or whatever, so, you know, a little bit of panic. You figure out real quick she's okay. She's at the 7-Eleven. I could see her when I come out the front of the store that she was, you know, over there.
His daughter and son were one of the 18 in the daycare at the time. Police say they all got out safe. Emergency crews had to rescue an employee in her 20s who was trapped in the building. One witness saw the rescue.
There's a kitchen back there, and there was a lady in there preparing food. She's been injured. Something fell on her head, and she got burns on her arm.
She was in that room, and a large amount of debris was laying on her from the collision, and the gas line had ruptured. The natural gas line had ruptured and was feeding into that room.
She was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The smell of gas filled the air after the crash, and nearby buildings were evacuated.
It was me and one other gentleman who were over by the van there when it first happened, but like I said, with the gas, it was just so strong. I got him to back away.
ATCO has since repaired the leak. Police say the driver was a man in his 30s and was taken to hospital. They say they're investigating all possible causes of the crash.
We haven't ruled out drugs or alcohol. We haven't ruled out any medical episodes, speed, any driving pattern. I don't have any information on that.
Bruniak says he's thankful for how fast the daycare workers got the kids out to safety.
Honestly, I was amazed because, like, they had them across the road. The other staff, like, reacted really well. The kids were all happy. They were getting them treats in the 7-Eleven.
People are allowed back into the area, but it is unclear when the daycare will reopen. Anyone with surveillance video or dash cam footage of the crash is asked to contact police. Matt?
All right, Miriam Valdez-Carletti live in Stony Plain tonight. Thank you. Mayors from across the country are calling on the federal government to strengthen downtowns. They're asking for billions of dollars in funding they say would help solve core problems. CTV's Evan Kenny has more.
You do not solve this crisis by any one order of government trying to do it alone.
The crisis is the state of downtowns across the country.
When downtowns are strong, Canada follows, attracting new industries, new investments, new partners, new opportunities.
23 mayors from Canada's largest cities are meeting in Edmonton. They say they're all facing similar problems and are asking the federal government for solutions.
From infrastructure to public safety to homelessness. These are national challenges, and yet they are disproportionately landing at the municipal level.
The mayors want the federal government to spend $3.5 billion each year to cut homelessness in half by 2030.
No community is immune, and no city can solve this challenge alone.
They're also asking for more from the Building Safer Communities Fund to grow community-led crime prevention.
Cities cannot tackle organized crime and extortion alone.
The mayors say more people equal a safer downtown, which is why they also want the Canada Public Transit Fund to grow by $5 billion over the next 10 years.
When our downtowns thrive, our nation thrives. That's nation building, at its core.
Public transportation and policing are both municipal responsibilities. The mayors say they are not trying to upload costs to other levels of government. They're trying to create a stronger relationship.
To work in partnership with provincial governments, to work in partnership with municipalities, to take leadership on an issue that needs a coordinated response between all three orders of government.
Through the Provincial Priorities Act, all federal transfers to municipalities need to be approved by the Alberta government. The Office of the Municipal Affairs Minister says so long as Ottawa funds true care for those in addiction, it should align with Alberta's recovery model and the money will be approved. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
The fate of the town of Gibbons, north of Edmonton, is now in the hands of the provincial government. The mayor says soon after Gibbons' new council was elected, they discovered the town was broke. He says debt was around $12 million, reserves were depleted, and the town was in a situation where it may run out of money to pay staff. The town reached out to the province looking for help. A provincial viability review report gives the municipal affairs minister two options to consider. Gibbons could remain a town or be dissolved into a hamlet as part of Sturgeon County. The mayor says a lot of work has been done to turn things around, and he's confident in the town's future viability.
Are we there yet? No. Is it going to be a long road? Absolutely, for sure. But I never thought personally that our first year out of the chute that we'd be able to balance the budget the first year and be able to put some money back in the reserves. The team that we had working together, the CFO that we have on board here helping us out, did a fantastic job working with administration, getting us into the right direction.
People living in Gibbons will be asked to vote on the issue. The municipal affairs minister will then make a decision. Chiefs of Treaty 8 First Nations say they'll explore every avenue to stop the separation referendum question from moving forward. They say the Premier is ignoring court rulings that uphold the province's duty to consult with First Nations. CTV's Nicole Weisberg reports.
This Premier is totally lost, gone. Got no credibility left.
Chiefs of Treaty 8 First Nations of Alberta say they've lost all trust in the UCP government after the Premier decided to include a question on separation on an October referendum ballot.
The courts have determined time and time again our rights, yet we have a Premier that seems to think that all our rights don't matter.
It's not only an attack on our treaty, it's an attack on every treaty in this country.
In an open letter, the Chiefs call on the province to immediately cease any attempt to proceed with the separation referendum or related process without full consultation, accommodation, and the free, prior, and informed consent of Treaty 8 First Nations. Last month, a court ruling halted a separation petition from advancing for failing to consult with affected First Nations. The Premier says it is not required since her referendum question is not binding. Her office reiterated that in a statement today.
And that's where I think that the court erred in judgment, and I think it's also anti-democratic, the decision that they made.
The Chiefs take exception to the Premier's comments from last week, where she also said the duty to consult should only apply to major projects. They say they can't see any projects going ahead while this question lingers.
We'll take a look at all avenues. That means everything. That means stopping industry. That means maybe going out on the highways. That maybe means doing what we need to do to be heard.
We support responsible development, and we've said that numerous times. But if it's going to come to an attack on our treaty, we're going to do everything we can to protect our people.
Nicole Weisberg, CTV News, Edmonton.
Hundreds of Canadian troops charged through Edmonton's River Valley today.
3, 2, 1, go! Have a good race, guys!
First time competing. I heard about it back in 2024 and how awful it was, so I had to try it, you know.
Exercise Mountain Ram is a grueling race for soldiers from across Western Canada. Competitors set out on foot carrying an 18-kilogram rucksack for 29 kilometers. They then carry a canoe for 3 kilometers before paddling another 11K. The race wraps up with a nice short 5-kilometer sprint to the finish line. The soldiers say it tests your physical and mental stamina.
Pretty tough. I messed up my ankle about halfway through, so that definitely cost me a lot on time, but I'm confident I can come back and do it better next year. As of now, pretty sore, but definitely a lot of joy and pride in finishing it, and definitely something I'd look to do again.
The physically demanding competition is designed to build resilience and fitness. It ended in Rundle Park with a closing ceremony this afternoon. Well, Josh, I'm glad the heat held off for the soldiers who were running all day. It took them about 8 hours out there.
Yeah, can you imagine doing that in 30-degree heat?
Couldn't imagine doing it at all.
Fair.
Yeah.
Cloudy skies and temperatures a little cooler than expected today. I thought we'd get to about 18 or 19. We only got to 16. We're at 15 degrees downtown. Some 16s here on either end of the city, and wind pretty light for the time being. I think it may actually start to pick up here a little bit briefly as these showers and thunderstorms start to work their way in from the west. 12 degrees this morning, 2 degrees above average, but a handful of degrees below average yet again. And it actually looks like we'll stay a little cooler than average right through the entire first week of June here. You got to wait till next week to get back into the low 20s for daytime highs. Lots of thunderstorm activity. We've got some severe thunderstorm watches and warnings down in southern Alberta. No advisories in the Edmonton area. But you can see there is some precipitation. Most of this thunderstorm activity is going to pass south of the Edmonton area. We'll see what happens with some of that action there just off to the west of the city. Anywhere between about 6 p.m. and 9 or 10 o'clock tonight would be the best window for wet weather. After you get past 9, 10 o'clock tonight, should actually see a little bit of a break in the clouds. That will not last for tomorrow. Cloud cover is going to dominate once again, and things are going to get going a little earlier tomorrow, maybe as early as midday. Showers and thunderstorms, quite possibly some severe thunderstorms in parts of central and north central Alberta tomorrow. We'll focus on that in just a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, taking a dip into Nordic spa culture, how Edmonton is embracing an ancient tradition.
You feel absolutely incredible after you get to connect with friends.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Edmonton is the latest city taking the plunge into Nordic spas. Using hot and cold treatments, saunas, and elements of nature, they provide a relaxing experience for customers. As CTV's Curtis Goodrum reports, they may also provide some health benefits.
Work is nearly finished on Row Nordic Spa.
The fireplace in each lounge, big windows here looking out into the spa space.
The spa is setting up shop in the Ritchie neighborhood, part of a growing wellness trend involving hot and cold pools along with saunas.
Nordic experiences are just incredible. You go through the heat rest, the heat cool rest cycle. You feel absolutely incredible after you get to connect with friends.
Trevor Stride is one of the owners of Row. He was surprised when there were almost no Nordic spas in Edmonton.
Well, we think it's a really fun concept, and we think it's something that this neighborhood and city overall will really benefit from, and we really hope that it's something the city likes and wants to use.
Row is not the only Nordic spa coming to Edmonton. In 2028, Scandinave Spa will finish construction. It's also when River Cree plans to open its indigenous thermal spa.
In Finland, we have around 5 million people, and we have 3.2 million saunas.
Dr. Heikki Jonkari of the Finnish Sauna Society says he's not surprised by the spread of spa culture.
It's an excellent way of feeling well and rested.
Jonkari says research has shown saunas provide some heart health benefits.
And what he found was that people who go more than three or more times to sauna, they have 40% less of cardiovascular death.
Both Stride and Jonkari believe the sauna is a great way to socialize.
With the sauna, it's about culture. So it's about meeting your friends. It's about relaxation.
We want this to be a social space that people come out and connect with their people and enjoy.
Row will open later this summer. Curtis Goodrum, CTV News, Edmonton.
Alberta's Machine Intelligence Institute says the federal government's new AI strategy builds on the group's momentum. AMI is based in Edmonton and is one of 3 Canadian centres of AI excellence. In a statement, AMI's CEO says this strategy will help secure Canada's leadership in AI and not just reacting to developments. The new federal strategy aims to create $200 billion in economic growth and 250,000 new AI jobs. Ottawa also says it includes protections for Canadians from the risks and harms of AI. Right now, 12% of Canadian businesses utilize AI. Ottawa wants to increase that to 60% in the next 5 years. Still to come tonight on CTV News, it's grad season. Thousands of local high school students are crossing the stage to receive their diploma.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Is that the Imperial March from Star Wars? This month, thousands of high school grads across the city will be making a monumental walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. Harry Ainley High School invited us to its graduation ceremony today at the Edmonton Expo Centre. It's a big moment for these families and the students. The class valedictorian hopes to send them off with a message of achievement.
I think they want to hear something that, makes them realize that, we all put in hard work, and sometimes people are recognized for it, some people aren't, but no matter what, no matter who you are, throughout high school, throughout your lives, we've all overcome a lot, and I think that should all be recognized. 850
students make up this year's graduating class at Ainley High.
Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed, including your son, Josh.
Oh, yeah, my youngest will be graduating from high school.
Soon he'll be out of the house.
He will. They'll never be out of my house.
How's the weather looking, buddy?
Don't get me started on this. I was in such a good mood. Take a look outside right now. Action Furnace River Valley Skycams brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right, it's free. 15 degrees. After hitting 16 earlier today, cloudy skies out there, and we do have some showers off to the west of the city. We'll show you that on the radar map again in a second. 23 in Fort McMurray, 18 in Grand Prairie, and 17 in Red Deer. So nice and warm where you avoided the cloud cover. You're going to cool off, though, it looks like, in Fort McMurray tomorrow. Severe thunderstorm watch for the areas in yellow. Warning for the areas in red. Again, warning means it's happening or imminent. Watch just means the potential. It looks like we've lost a lot of the lightning here off to the west of the Edmonton area, but we will see some showers push through, and there's the chance you might see a couple of lightning strikes in there. But for the most part, this is just going to be showers for the next few hours. As we said, somewhere between about 6 and 9 p.m., and then it slides off to the east. There's your little bit of clearing briefly. By tomorrow morning, though, the cloud cover is back, and it'll be a cloudy day all day again tomorrow. You get some showers tomorrow morning in through the Peace Country and parts of northeastern Alberta, and then watch how things, as this new little low develops, things get going here around midday tomorrow. And there is a pretty significant risk of severe weather between Edmonton, Red Deer, and off into east central Alberta. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on this from about lunchtime through to supper time. Possibly some large hail, some heavy downpours, and can't completely rule out the possibility of a tornado from one of these storms. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow afternoon. Could be a busy day for weather advisories. The supper time, we see a little bit of a break there. It looks like early evening, there's still a slight chance, but I think most of the precipitation and the thunderstorm risk for Edmonton is going to be earlier in the day. Saturday, partly cloudy skies to start. Not a bad start to the weekend. Clouds come racing back in, though, through Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening and into the overnight period. It's a pretty good chance of seeing some showers. And that chance of showers or some light rain continues into at least the first half of the day Sunday. 12 in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning, 7 for Red Deer, and about 8 degrees in Grand Prairie. Yeah, you're back on the other side of 20 in Fort McMurray tomorrow. 17 for Grand Prairie. You've got that chance of some showers in the morning across the northeast and in the northwest, and then again a second wave later in the day. 18 degrees for Red Deer. Watch for those storms midday and into the early afternoon. It'll be more like late afternoon for the Lloydminster area. So there you go. Temperatures around 16, 17 degrees tomorrow after starting out at around 9. For the most part, the wind shouldn't be all that strong, although as those storms start to develop on the outer edges of those storm cells, you will see the wind start to gust tomorrow. 18 and 17 for highs through the weekend. Again, not bad to start on Saturday. Most of the daytime hours just partly cloudy, but Saturday night into early Sunday looks a little wet once again.
All right, Josh, thank you. Some of North America's best climbers will be in Edmonton later this month for a major competition.
It provides a huge stepping stone for Alberta athletes from the national championships and helps prepare them on an international stage to get ready for the World Cup, get ready for potentially joining the Olympic team.
Ahead of the announcement, Alberta's Sports and Tourism Minister was showing off his climbing skills. This competition runs June 26th until the 28th at the Climb YEG Club here in Edmonton. It's the North America Cup Series lead and speed competition. The province, by the way, providing $76,000 for the competition. When we return on CTV News, soothing sounds, how music is helping babies and parents in a local neonatal unit.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's smiling. That's awesome.
Programming brought to you by Alberta iGaming Corporation. For integrity, for fun, for Alberta.
Spending time in a hospital's neonatal intensive care unit can be stressful for parents. Earlier this year, the Grey Nuns Community Hospital was using music therapy to soothe both babies and their parents. As CTV's Nara Manisa reports, a lack of funding is putting that project in jeopardy.
You are my sunshine.
A soothing lullaby, a delight for 1-month-old Timothy.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's smiling. That's awesome.
And an emotional moment for Mom.
This is my third baby in the NICU as well, but it never really gets easier. So it still scares me. Trauma, like, with my first baby and DSATs and all that alarms. So
Gypsy Bendoy says music has been therapeutic for her other babies. Her husband is a musician and would play for them. The Grey Nuns Community Hospital had an experimental music therapy program, a first for an Edmonton hospital NICU.
By around 30 weeks, they can definitely recognize their parents' voices, any familiar sounds, and so a lot of that is a really great way for somebody in the NICU to bond with their baby.
For months, music therapist Rebecca Lapa would go room to room and sing. She even monitors their vitals to see how they react.
You can see a little smile in his face, and then everything relaxes in his face, so he listens.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
This is Lapa's final song. The temporary project needs funding to keep the halls filled with music.
They have requested about $70,000 for the 2-year program. We're really looking to our community to help fund the program through donations so that we can help support more kids and their families.
So until that happens, it's one more lullaby for now, and one more parent grateful for a much-needed distraction. Nara Manisa, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.